Today I get to play Kaleb Koho. Kaleb the King Koho. I don't think I've played him in singles yet. I've played him in classics, I'm sure, at some point. He will be the first to tell you that he's beat me in teams, but I will also point out that it was a one-off with a different partner that clearly didn't work out. So, it's got a big asterisk next to it. But he did win. Got to give him that. I heard in his post-match, his last match, that he wanted to play me, wanted to test himself, and I totally respect him for that. I mean, the guy, like I've said before, is one of the most improved Warzone players around. He's put in the work. He's studying. He's great at strategy. So I'm not putting anything past him. I mean, if I do lose today, which I don't think will happen, but if I do, it's not going to be this shock of something that couldn't happen. Anything can happen on any day, especially if the wheel isn't on your side. But I will say I'm glad I'm playing the new Kaleb Koho. He's no longer a heel. He's a face, supposedly. The whole manners maketh a man thing with the Kingsman. So I know that he's, going to be respectful in his promo. He's not going to say mean things anymore because that's not who Kaleb is anymore. That being said, if I lose to him, I know I'll never hear the end of it. So I will probably have to either retire or kill myself, or at least shave my head or something. I don't know. It'll just be a shame if I lose to him. But in the spirit of manners, I will say, Kaleb, have a great game. Good luck to you. And we'll see who moves on to the next round.
I feel like I have a civic duty to throw this match so Brian doesn't kill himself. I'm gonna do the best I can today. I wanted Brian because I know Brian's really good, having played him once already. He's a tough opponent. You're right. I have changed, so I'm holding back everything I want to say about your former partners. It's hard to call it an asterisk when you have a search engine as your partner. But I'm ready to play. I put in a lot of work for this. Brian's probably still going to kick my ass. Let's do this.
Hi, Kirk. Nothing happened. Let's move on. Kaleb Koho versus Brian. This is a match. Kirk, how do you feel? Save me.
It's going to be great. Brian is Brian. We all know what Brian could do. He's earned his reputation. He's one of the best players in the game. So the question here is tonight, will the Koho magic continue? Will he find a way to beat Brian? If he does, it's really going to mix up the tournament. It's going to mix up the whole league, and it's really going to solidify the reputation and the respect that I think Koho has been really trying to earn. So I'm excited to see how this all works out.
Yeah. So let's just get into it. Introducing first, coming into the ring, representing the Kingsman and Clash at Demon Head. It is, with a record of 3 wins, 2 defeats, Kaleb the King Koho. And introducing second, coming into the ring with 7 wins, 3 defeats, representing Wild Stallions and sort of 2 other teams that are one-offs. It is Brian the MacGuffin Michaels.
It's just Wild Stallions. I'm never doing one-offs again.
Okay, good.
Ever.
So, without further ado, let's get into round 1. Round 1's going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you get a bonus question. Please remember 3 repeats and a challenge throughout the entire match. And keep your hands on screen at all times. So, we're going to get started with your first question, category of comedy. In TED, whose talk show do we see Ted appear on?
Boatman, if you hosted a talk show, who would you want your first guest to be?
Ooh, that's Albert Brooks and or Sam Rockwell.
Okay.
Because
that's on brand.
Yeah, very on brand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
Dr. Phil?
And Koho.
I said Jay Leno.
Both incorrect. Looking for Johnny Carson.
Mm.
Okay.
All right, guys. Second category here in directors. Who directed 1990's Total Recall? Now, I'm going to ask you, Boatman, I want you to be honest with me. Do you know who Johnny Carson is?
I'm the old man who's also a child. Of course I know who Johnny Carson is tonight.
How about?
He was actually born in Iowa. Fun fact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Brian.
Paul Verhoeven?
And Koho.
Paul Verhoeven.
Both correct. All right, your next question, category of action adventure. Who stars as Darius Stone in Triple X State of the Union?
Okay, so now I'll really test you, Koho. I'm going to throw out a name. You tell me if you know who this person. Or Boatman, sorry, yeah.
I thought this was the test.
I'll throw out a name here. You tell me who it is. Doc Severinsen.
What?
Yeah. I didn't think you were going that deep.
Cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Koho.
I have Ice Cube.
And Brian.
Ice Cube, a.k.a. O'Shea Jackson Sr.
That is correct.
All right, guys. Question number 4, the categories of 80s. In Who Framed Roger Rabbit, what 2 cartoon characters does Eddie Valiant ask for a parachute from as he's falling out of the building?
You know, there are a lot of famous cartoon characters out there. Kirk, if you were a cartoon character, what would your name be?
Oh, my gosh.
5.
I don't know. Kirksey McCartoony. I don't know.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kirk. Or Brian.
Kirk, what's the answer?
Brian.
Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny.
And Koho.
The most ambitious crossover of all time, Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny.
That is correct.
I had to
Okay.
play Kirk and Koho today. Jeez.
I don't do well in multi-person matches.
Okay. Your next question comes in the category of war. What country is the title character from in Doctor Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb?
Boatman, have you learned to stop worrying and love the bomb?
Not the first part, but definitely the second.
Okay. Got other things to worry about.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Brian.
Purely a guess. Germany.
And Koho.
Germany.
Both correct.
I mean, I knew that.
And still tied. Going into question number 6, category of horror. How does the young girl Charlie die in Hereditary?
I don't know a good segue for this.
Yeah.
But Kirksey McCartoony, I think. What type of adventures would Kirksey McCartoony go on?
There'd be a lot of anvil dropping. A lot of stuff blowing up.
5,
I'd probably be like a shape of being a wall somewhere.
2,
No.
1. Let's go to Koho.
Decapitation specifically, her head gets taken off by a telephone pole.
And Brian.
Yeah. Decapitated while they're in the car.
Both correct. Okay. Your penultimate question in the category of classics. Name an actor that plays one of the Larrabee brothers who garner romantic feelings towards Sabrina in 1954's Sabrina. I don't know how to segue this, except Sabrina the Teenage Witch was a TV show. Nothing to do with this.
It was.
5, 4,
You're not wrong.
2, 1. Let's go to Caleb
Jack Lemmon.
and Brian.
Humphrey Bogart.
That is correct.
Humphrey Bogart is correct.
Yes, Humphrey Bogart is correct. Jack Lemmon is not. The other is William Holden.
Okay.
All right, guys. Your final question in the category of recent releases. Ben Schwartz voices the title character in what 2020 film? Who do you think would be the voice for Kirksey McCartoonies?
Ooh, that's actually a good question. I have no idea. Who do you think?
I want you as Christopher Walken.
3, 2, 1. I'm Kirksey. Okay, let's go to Brian.
I'm not sure how many 2020 films actually came out that had a title character. The Sonic the Hedgehog.
And Koho.
My spirit animal, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Both correct. So Brian is in the lead 7-6.
Strong first round from both competitors.
Yeah, definitely strong from both competitors. As we go into round two is going to work like this. Both competitors are going to get a chance to spin the wheel. They like what they spin. They can keep it if they know they can spin again, but then they are stuck with it. You're going to get 5 questions, whatever category they get. You get it right, you get 2 points. Get a multiple choice, that's 1 point. Or you get it wrong, other person gets a chance to steal. Categories we have on our wheel tonight are Kaleb Koho, Strengths of Fandom Oscars and 2019 Screenplay nominees. Those are films released in 2019, nominated for Best Original Screenplay. John McTiernan and 90s Joel Silver produced action movies for Brian. And then we also have animated Anne Hathaway movie quotes and actors and actresses. So, Brian, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Yeah, just to clarify, you just said best original screenplay. It's both screenplays,
Yes,
right?
it is both. I didn't
just
really
wanted to be sure I didn't study too much. Okay, I will go second.
Okay. Koho, this is your spin.
Mhm.
I guess it only would have been 5 then, so that wouldn't work. So yeah.
And your spin's going to land on actors and actresses. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll spin again.
Okay. And this is the spin you are stuck with, and it's going to land on 90s Joel Silver produced action movies.
Better. Okay.
Okay. I will give Koho his question in the category of 90s produced Joel Silver action.
So mouthy.
Yes. What organization does Peter Keyes work for in Predator 2?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, FBI, B, LAPD, C, CIA, D, DEA.
B.
B is incorrect. Brian, for the 1 point steal, your multiple choice options are A, FBI, B, LAPD, C, CIA, or D, DEA.
DEA?
That is correct for 1 point.
It's between those two.
All right. What is the name of the team that Jimmy Dix used to play for in The Last Boy Scout?
The LA Stallions.
That is correct for 2 points.
Shouts out Adelaide Spence. Thank you for that.
Okay. Next question. Who directed Executive Decision?
Stuart Baird.
That is correct for 2 more points. Kaplan's CIA agents are all named after what in Hudson Hawk?
Types of candy. Bars, specifically.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question. Who plays Alfredo Garcia in Demolition Man?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Nigel Hawthorne, B, Dennis Leary, C, Benjamin Bratt, D, Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
That is incorrect, Brian, for the 1 point steal. And your
Benjamin
options again are... Oh, sorry.
Benjamin Bratt?
That is correct. Didn't even need a repeat of the options.
Okay.
So, Koho did get, I believe, 6 points in that round 2, though Brian did pick up 2 points worth of steals. So it is 12-9 favor of Kaleb. Is that what you have, Kirk?
I have 13.
I might have missed a point there at some
12.
point.
It was 6 going into
Mhm.
round 2. You go.
2 plus 2, and then missed 2. So I only have 6 plus 6, so 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take your
So
word
we only
for it.
picked up 6.
All right.
Yeah, because he got Stallion.
I appreciate you trying to help me, though. I really need it.
And Brian has 9?
Yep, that's what I have. Okay. And I'll leave an edit point here so that Cody can jump back in. Okay, so it is 12-9 going into Brian's spin. Brian, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Your spin is away, and it's going to land on Fandom Oscars. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Oh, so glad it wasn't fucking spinners.
Another point where you're trying to decide how confident you are versus not wanting to have studied for nothing. I'll spin again.
Okay, and this is the category you
Just
are.
because it steals.
I wanted you to take it so
Of
badly.
course you wanted me to take it. And I'm still
And
getting
you're
it.
stuck with it anyway.
Hey, at least we both got each other's strikes, right?
Yeah, but I think you're going to get the win. Okay, let's see how it goes.
Kirk, would you like to give Brian his questions in the category of Fandom Oscars?
Absolutely. In the category of Fandom Oscars, Brian, how many Fandom films have won Best Picture?
I want to take a guess, but I'm afraid steal. Give me a multiple choice.
Sure. Is it A1, B2, C3, or D4?
1.
That is incorrect, Koho, for the 1 point steal.
2, it's Rocky and Return of the King.
That is 2 is correct.
Forgot about Rocky.
Everyone does. Don't worry about it.
Question number 2. Who is the only person to receive a Best Supporting Actress nomination for a Fandom film?
Best supporting actress, you said?
Yes. Yes.
I got a multiple choice again.
Is it A, Talia Shire, B, Meryl Streep, C, Elsa Lanchester, or D, Emma Thompson?
Meryl Streep.
That is correct for 1 point.
For the film Into the Woods.
Question number 3. What was the only Oscar The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies was nominated for?
Again, I'm afraid of the steal, but I need points.
5.
Best sound editing.
That is correct for 2 points.
That was risky.
That was good. That was really good.
That was risky.
What is the most Oscars a single Wizarding World film has been nominated for?
Nominated for which? Multiple choice.
A3, B4, C5, D6.
4.
That is incorrect. Koho for the 1 point steal.
5.
5 is incorrect. The correct answer is A3. And Brian, your final question in Fandom Oscars. What song from Hercules was nominated for Best Original Song at the Oscars?
Just in case of steal, I'm going to go multiple choice.
A, Zero to Hero. B, A Star is Born. C, Go the Distance. Or D, I Won't Say I'm in Love.
Go the distance.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we are all tied up 13-13 as we go
That
into
is
round.
correct.
So very close game here. Round 3 is going to work like this. Both of our competitors are going to be able to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-pointer. The categories they will be able to pick from are Coen Brothers, 90s, directors, mystery thriller, drama, coming of age / teen, sci-fi fantasy, and romance / rom-com. We will let them pick their categories right now, and we will get back to you right now. Okay, so our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-pointer. Brian has picked his 1 in directors, his 2 in coming of age / teen, 3 in 90s, and 4 in sci-fi fantasy. Brian has picked his 1 in sci-fi fantasy, his 2 in directors, his 3 in coming of age / teen, and his 4 in Coen Brothers. We will start with Koho for his 1-pointer in sci-fi fantasy. Kirk, take it away.
All right, Koho, 1 point sci-fi fantasy. What 2-color pills does Morpheus offer Neo in The Matrix?
I'm so glad I didn't watch this movie for nothing. Red and blue.
That is correct.
I was going to say before I got questions, I was like, I watched The Matrix for nothing.
Okay, Brian, your 1-pointer in directors. Who directed 1986's Aliens?
Aliens was James Cameron.
That is correct.
Okay, come back to Koho for his 2-pointer in directors. Who directed the following films? Radio Days, Husbands and Wives, and Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Woody Allen.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay, so we go over to Brian for his 2-pointer in coming of age/teen. If I can actually find it. Here we go. The Fault in Our Stars and Paper Towns are movies based on novels by which author? Five, 4, 3,
Who reads books? God damn it.
1.
John Smith.
John Green, you were so close. Oh my
You
god.
were so close. It is John Green. No relation to Jim Green, but who knows? They do
And that's
kind of
me.
look alike, so it could be related to Jim Green. Okay. So now we do go over
My 3.
to, we stick with
Yeah.
Brian for his 3-pointer 90s. Okay, Brian, your 3-pointer in 90s. Who plays Marion Crane's sister Lila in 1998's Psycho?
Marion Crane's sister. Lose track of who's who, but I'm going to say Julianne Moore.
That is correct for 3 points.
I was so confused when you said Julianne Moore because Psycho. I immediately went back to the 60s. I was like, wait, what?
All right, Koho, your 3-pointer in coming of age/teen. Which 2000 film stars Jenna Malone, Macaulay Culkin, and Mandy Moore?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Sure. Koho's first repeat. In coming of age/teen, which 2000 film stars Jenna Malone, Macaulay Culkin, and Mandy Moore?
Are you saying 2000s or 2000?
2000s.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
5, 3.
Adventureland. I don't know.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Saved.
Okay.
So now we go to Koho's 4-pointer in the category of the Coen brothers.
Yay.
If he gets this right, he bounces it back over to Brian. If not, Brian wins the game. And your 4-pointer, Koho.
Yep.
In Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Everett's ex-wife told their daughters he died how?
He drowned.
And your winner, Brian the MacGuffin Michaels. The correct answer was he was hit by a train.
Okay. Okay.
So Brian does win that. Moving on to round 3 of the movie Warzone singles tournament. We're going to go to post-match interviews, starting with Kaleb Koho. So Koho, you didn't quite pull this out, but you kept it very, very close. How do you feel about the way you played?
I feel good. Honestly, Oh Brother, Art Thou is the Coen Brother movie that everyone loves that I just don't really go back to often. So that's when I heard that one, I was like, oh, well, just take whatever your first instinct is. It might be right. Other than that, I think I did well. I didn't lose. I didn't get knocked out. I didn't even get TKO'd. I kept it close. And that's all I really wanted to do. So when you go the distance with the 2 seed, I think that says a lot. So I am Koho. Hear me roar.
Well, you are 3-3 now, back to 500. Who do you want to face after the tourney?
I hate them 500. 2 losses come when fucking Google ran the league. But anyway, 3-3. I'll take whoever. At this point, pressure's off. Let's just play who's ever next is.
Okay. So now we're gonna go over. We're going over to our winner tonight, Brian the MacGuffin Michaels. Brian, how do you feel about how that went?
Relieved. I actually was fairly certain I had lost that game. When I spun Fandom Oscars, which I did try to study, but I didn't feel confident enough to try to answer some of those. I'm glad I didn't because they would have gotten some steals in there, some bigger steals in there. I'm got to say I'm really impressed by Kaleb. He did a great job, brought me right down to the end. If he had gotten his Cohen brothers and I didn't get my 4-point, he would have won the game. So all respect to him. He did a great job. Clearly studied my strength, which he got in round 2. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy I won, but I was sweating there.
Yeah. And now you are facing the winner of Markman Chaka and Cameron Redshaw. How do you feel about that matchup?
I am intimidated by either one of them. They are probably the two strongest of the new crop that are coming up, just in what I have seen of them play. And either one of those is going to be an intimidating matchup. So,
absolutely. Well, we'll be excited for that when it comes. You played a great game, Brian. Kirk, final thoughts. I think this was an excellent match.
This was a great match. Koho really showed we could do, even though he didn't pull out in the end. I mean, he hung in there. They both spun each other's strengths, and they both did really respectable in each other's strengths, which just shows you how good these guys are and, how much work they put in. So, yeah, Koho's got nothing to hang his head about. He can move forward now. Not the full notch of the win in his belt, but a little notch at, hey, I showed what I can do. And Brian, moving on, like you said, he has another big match, another challenge of another up-and-comer, another person who is going to want to prove something against Brian. But when you're the best like Brian is, you got to deal with it all the time.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, from Brian, from Kirk, from Koho, and from myself, this has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. See you later.